Hello guys and welcome to another episode of this FIFA 16 career mode with Manchester United. This episode is away at Norwich Carrow Road. We've already won the league, so I'm just experimenting with the squad, putting some younger players out still. Trying to get them some, I think you need 5 games. You need to have played 5 games in the league to have won a medal, so I'm making sure that everybody gets 5 games basically, or as many people as possible are playing 5 games. So Sergio Romero comes in goal again. Michael Carrick as captain. Phil Jones, Blackett and Fosu-Mensah at the back. Bothwick, Jackson and McNair full-backs. Lingard, I think Lingard and Januzaj on left and right midfield, or wingers. Dele Alli in the middle, attacking midfield role, the number 10 role, and Will Keane up front. Because Will Keane hasn't played much, and Herrera's in the midfield as well. It's Carrick and Schneiderlin in the midfield as well. Yeah, it's not a bad team. It's a second string team. I've got some of my substitutes on the bench like Bale and Depay. They're my senior players. Michael Carrick gets captain again. He's just renewed, he's just signed a new contract for Manchester United as well. Oh, it's Mike Dean. He's not one of my favourite referees, to put it lightly. Norwich kick off. Just seeing the United fans in that corner. This is a nice looking ground as well, and yellow and gold and green they call it. That's different as well. Obviously Manchester United used to have those colours when there was Newton Heath as well, so gold and green. I do like those colours. Newton Heath is a bit different to what you're used to seeing in the Premier League. It's a shame that Norwich have been relegated. I think they've been relegated. I think it was Norwich, Aston Villa and Newcastle, wasn't it, in the end? Could be wrong on that though. Phil Jones, no, can't get out of my own half at the moment. Norwich pressing. That's a good tackle by Rojo, just gets in front of it. Rojo's at left back, not Bothwick Jackson. I thought it was Bothwick Jackson, to be honest. I think Phil Jones might be at right back then. Just changing the team around a bit. Schneiderlin's actually done well. I might actually keep him there because he has impressed me lately. Morgan Schneiderlin, I was thinking about selling him, but I might keep him because he has done very well. And Michael Carrick should be retiring soon as well. He's 34 years of age. It's a good ball from Jones round the corner to Keane. Put it in the middle. I held the ball for too long then. I was pressing X, but just as I was powering up, he took the ball off me. Or took the ball off Keane, I should say. Marcus Rojo, another round the corner ball to Januzaj. Januzaj can't get past the defence, and it's gone for a corner. Januzaj will take. A short corner to Schneiderlin. And it's hit the back post. Oh, I thought it was going to be another one of those goals. The kind of goal that we keep getting. So it's a nice stadium this. It's expanded on from Moulton Road, I think. Or the generic stadium. It's expanded on. It looks a bit like the generic stadium, but it's actually Carrow Road for this game, which is good. I think it's Town Park that it was expanded on. It looks like a Town Park. That should have been a free kick. That's a horrendous tackle. Januzaj. That's a free kick surely, yeah. I'm going to say Mike Dean. Got to give us something. It's already 39 minutes gone. Time's gone very quickly in this first half so far. Mike Dean doing his little drawings around the ball. not winning any headers as per usual. Never seem to win headers for this team. Probably still would have lost that header if there's no one round him for 50 yards. And that's half time. Not much excitement in that half. Raining as usual in England. Norwich, the east of England. It's actually not too far away from where I came from. Marcus Rojo, don't know why he's getting forward so much, but seems to be the only one creating stuff. Januzaj surely going to be... Oh, it's a good goal, Januzaj. 1-0 Manchester United. Celebration, falls into the net, kicks the ball as he falls. Not a fantastic celebration, but there you go. I'm going to have to work on my celebrations because they've been pretty poor, to be honest. Not that that matters, the important thing is that we scored a goal and we 1-0 up. It actually hits Ruddy's arm and goes in. Much like Gareth Bale's free kick against England today. Maybe Joe Hart should have done better with that, I don't know. It's a good free kick though. Can't take that away from him, it's a good free kick. Manchester United winning, still unbeaten in the league. The league is won as well, we've actually won the league now. There's no way Chelsea, who's second? I think it's Arsenal second. There's absolutely no way they can catch us. Martin Olsen in the book, yellow card for Martin Olsen. Rightly so, there's been some quite nasty tackles going on in this game. It's a nice ball from Phil Jones to Lingard. Lingard's actually really impressed me as well, he's played well. There's another free kick there. Olsen on a yellow card gives away another free kick, but he's not going to get spoken to or another card. What's happened there? I thought that was a handball or going out for a corner. Redmond taking it down the line. There's absolutely no one getting anywhere near him, puts a ball in. Luckily Romero's there. Romero's impressed as well, to be honest. He has impressed me. Memphis, can he make it too? Not a bad shot, hits the post. I like the way the water comes off the ball as well as it rolls along the floor. That looks really good, to be fair. Done a good job with the water. It's a good effort. Did anyone see the hail today as well in the Northern Ireland match? It's hailing like golf balls earlier. It was mad. Stopped the game for 5 minutes as well because of this hail. Referees. Norwich are putting in some quite heavy tackles and it's already the 79th minute. This has gone fast. This game has gone really quickly, to be honest. There's not a lot happened. We're a goal up and we're in the 81st minute, in the 82nd minute now. That's the poor free kick from the Memphis. Shouldn't be shooting from there, to be honest. But oh well. Hope it doesn't come back and haunt us. We've had a few offsides against us as well. We've hit the post as well, so Zinnia. Oh, that's a poor touch from Keane. Oh well, nevertheless. It was also Januzaj's first goal as well. First goal in the league for us. So he's got a goal in the Premier League this season. Do like Januzaj as well. He hasn't been given much of a chance. He wasn't given much of a chance under Ferguson, David Moyes, and he hasn't been given much of a chance this season under Van Gaal. Hopefully he can have a good season next season though. And hope all Manchester United players have a good season next season, because why wouldn't I? I'm a United fan, I want to see him do well. It's going to be weird watching him in the Europa League from the beginning, from the start of the Europa League. Mind you, we were in it a few years ago, and David Moyes took us to 7th place. We was in the Europa League that year. We didn't do too well in it though. Hopefully though we can focus more on the league, as we haven't got Champions League football. We can focus more on the league, if you know what I mean. Full time whistle goes. Manchester United win 1-0. I bought Gareth Bale on. I didn't really need to, but get him an extra game. Man United fans sort of mundane, not really celebrating. I suppose they've won the league, so they're all partied out. There's not much point in cheering at the moment. And they've got an FA Cup final and a Champions League final to look forward to as well. So we've won the Premier League, we're in the final of the FA Cup, and we're in the final of the Champions League. In my first season as manager, we could be on for another treble. We could win a treble, just like 1999. Imagine that, winning a treble in your first year as manager. That's a bit unrealistic, but it's a game, so I don't watch films because they're realistic. I don't play games because they're realistic. I play games because they're games and they're fun to play. He's got a lot of his shirt there. Martin Olsen already on a yellow card. I don't think that's worthy of a second yellow though, to be honest. This is Memphis. It's a good shot. Just needed to take it at a fraction of a second sooner. Or a fraction of an inch to the right of the goal. To the left of the goal. Well, so it falls in on the right side of the post, really. So a couple of yellow cards in that game. Second game is West Ham, and of course, in the actual real life fixture, the last ever game at the Bowling Ground, we had that trouble with the West Ham fans throwing bottles at the Manchester United team coach, and Lingard was taking videos. I'm not sure why he was doing that. It was a really important game at the time as well, because fourth place was still in our hands. And well, they bottled it, for lack of a better expression. United bottled it and ended up losing out to Man City when it was in our own hands. All we had to do was beat West Ham, and we crumbled and lost 3-2. So hopefully we can do better in this. It's not an amazing side. They've got a few good players like Victor Moses and Valencia and Antonio, Noble, Song, Cresswell. Ogbonna is a good young Italian defender. Jenkinson. So they've got some good players, but not top players. Obviously I've gone with my second string team again, because there's no point in playing my starting 11, my first team. There's no point in playing my first team players and getting them injured ahead of the FA Cup and Champions League finals. I don't want them to be injured for that. I want my best players available, for obvious reasons. You want your best players to play in the biggest games, in the big games. Victor Moses, Noble. There's a couple of players in this West Ham squad that should have got a shout for England as well, or at least been considered. Antonio, that's a good way. Well headed away from Jones. That's why it's important to put someone on the post. Would have been a goal down very early on there. And West Ham are putting a lot of pressure on as well. I think they've seen the team sheet and said, yeah, we can beat these today. I think West Ham are in a decent position in the league on this as well. I think they're in 11th, which is mid-table. That's sort of what you would expect for West Ham team. Whereas they finished 7th, I think they finished 7th or 8th. They finished this season, but mid-table, sort of a realistic aim for West Ham. And the move to the new ground next season, Olympic Stadium, which actually looks really good. And I thought they'd scored there. I thought he smashed that into the top of the roof of the net, to be honest. He's put it over. It's a good ball. Valencia down the side. It's fouled. Just held back by Buffett Jackson. He's actually a lot taller than I thought he was as well. Alex Song and Dance. He's actually a very good defender. I can't believe Alex Song's actually a very good midfielder. I can't believe they've managed to get him from Barcelona. It's a very good deal for West Ham. Actually, they did very well in the transfer window this last summer or January. They did very well in the transfers. They've got Payet as well. He's been fantastic for them this season, and he's been fantastic for France as well so far in the Euros. Rashford picks up a yellow card for sneaking forward in the wall. That free kick, he was sneaking forward and he got booked by the referee. I'm not sure why they put a striker in the wall in the first place. You want him the other end of the pitch, you want him high up the pitch, and he's not the tallest anyway, so why they've put him in the wall I don't know. I'd have him the other side. I'd have him as far up the pitch as possible, not defending in the wall. Especially as he's not one of the tallest players on the pitch as well. Some good play here from United. Manchester United, that is. Januzaj. No. Ogbonna strong there, held him off well. Antonio. It's not actually his position, right back, but he's done very well there. Statistically, probably the better best right back in the league this season, and it's not even his position. Jenkinson, nicely done from Phil Jones. Antonio whips it back post. That's well dealt with from McNair, calmly, collectedly, and just headed that way. Calm and collected, just managed to knock it away. Well, nod it away. Dele Alli, that nearly came off. That would have been a good through ball. Didn't quite work out. Is this Victor Moses? You can tell it's Victor Moses because whenever Victor Moses gets the ball, your team sort of disperses like the Red Sea. It parts like the Red Sea, or white and black sea in this instance. They just part like the Red Sea. Victor Moses. It's a Bible reference. Phil Jones. You can actually get nowhere near Victor Moses when he's got the ball. He's a very good player though. I'm not sure how West Ham got him either. I think he's on loan though from Chelsea. So I'll go back to Chelsea. He's a very good player. Back post. Oh, I was going for the back post again. I keep going for that, but it's sort of our trademark goal now. Got, like about a dozen goals from that method. Half time 0-0 again. Not getting very many goals in the first half. We're not scoring too many either. This Premier League season we haven't scored, well, the season in general in all competitions we haven't scored many. I think our highest scoring games were like 3-0 and 3-1. We only got a few of them, few and far between as well. Nevertheless, we're still winning. We're still winning trophies as well. Well, we've won a trophy so far. Hopefully we can keep winning trophies, because that's a good habit to get into. Oh, there's absolutely nowhere near him as well. Look how slow he's going there. Oh, Fossumans, it just hits him. That's what you want to do though. You want to stop that cross coming in. That's how you deal with that. You just stop the cross coming in. Just use your body to block it. Martial, I'm not sure what he's doing back there, but he's been caught in possession. Valencia, he's just mugged him off there. Just pushed him away. Absolutely mugged him off. And West Ham are putting on so much pressure, I can't get the ball away. It's times like this when you think he's going to score. There's a good save from Romero though. Romero. Good save from Romero. It's a Family Guy reference. Bird is the word. Bothwick Jackson, can he whip it in? No. Jenkinson did well there defensively. West Ham have played really well in this game. Got to hand it. So in 60 minutes gone, they've played really well. They've defended well. I found it really difficult to break them down. Albeit I am using my second string team, but West Ham have done very well. They've deserved it so far. They've actually been the better team. They've had more chances. I think Romero's made some very good saves, and I don't think the rest of the players have done enough, to be honest. They've had a very average game at best. Not performed overly well. Adrian, the goalkeeper. I'm pretty sure he's not the starting goalkeeper, is he? I don't know. So you can't get anywhere near Moses. You really can't get anywhere near him. I might have a look how good he is, to be honest, Moses, because I'll probably get him for quite cheap next season. I thought I was going in. Andy Carroll. I tried to sign him as well in January, but it just fell through because I had a full team at the time. A full team of 52 players. I was trying to bring him in, but I couldn't manage it in the end, and he's just nearly scored against us. Of course, he's going to win the headers in the box as well. I don't care how many people you've got in there, Andy Carroll's going to win the ball. He's very good at winning headers in the box. And he was another option England should have considered, I think, because all our strikers are like pretty similar, apart from Kane, maybe. But Rashford, Vardy, they're pretty similar. And Andy Carroll would have gave us another option, a target man to aim for, and he's an aerial threat, so it would have been a different direction. Instead of being a one-dimensional team, we would have had that option as well, and especially for the more physical games as well. It's been very good for the physical games. Victor Moses been very good in this game, causing a lot of problems. Alex Song, I'm a big fan of Alex Song as well, to be honest. I don't like West Ham as a team because they keep beating us and denied us the league in 1996, but they've got some very good players here. The final day when West Ham drew with Manchester United and we ended up losing the league. It was all West Ham's fault. At Upton Park, or the bowling ground, or wherever you want to call it. I don't know why they keep changing the name. If you guys know why they keep changing the name, then let me know. I think it was called the bowling ground first, and then they changed the name to Upton Park, and then they've changed the name back for the 100 years or something. I'm not sure. As I say, I'm not really interested in West Ham. As if the ref's gonna stop play there. And Marshall actually does put the ball in the back of the net, but it's after the final whistle. I can't believe he blew for full time there. We was in West Ham's final third and he blew the whistle. And Marshall would have won the game there if he would have let it play on for just an extra few seconds. And the ball was in the back of the net just after the whistle had gone. So it's finished 0-0, but the ball did go into the back of the net in this game, or the end of this game. Oh well, nevertheless, we're still top of the league. We've still won the league. Can't be caught. We should be crowned champions already. So, can't complain. Another good run out for the younger players as well, the reserve players, the second string team, whatever you want to call them. It's a good run out for them, and of course I'm resting my key players, my more important players. My first team 11, like Bale and Rooney, those sort of players. I need them for the finals. Hopefully win the FA Cup and Champions League, go on to win those, have an undefeated season and win the treble in the first season in charge, which isn't really bad. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Take care and goodbye.